We want to bring in our next guest, Stacie René. She's a motivational speaker and mindset life coach. She always gives us a boost of energy in the morning. Good morning, Stacie.
Hi, good morning and welcome everybody. Great to be on again. I'm a big fan of all of you, so thank you for having me today.
Thank you for being with us, and thank you for adjusting your schedule a little bit to accommodate us this morning. You have students, or you have kids who are students, and they are remote learning. We have so many parents in the same situation that you're in and your kids are in. Checking in on you, 2 weeks into this, 3 weeks into it, how are things going? Is the frustration level high, or have you found a new normal?
Well, I think frustration levels, it's more of anxiety because, in life, we're going to be handed with a whole bunch of new things that we're going to encounter. And then also because this is not the norm for school, as we clearly know. And I think, again, how we adapt to it is how our children are going to perceive it. And, if you start the morning off, cranky and I don't want to do this and I can't believe this is happening, well, then what does that accomplish? The bottom line is that this is what's happening and this is how it's going to be played out for who knows how long. So make the best out of it, have fun with it and just do what you can because again, you're in control of how you're reacting to all of this. And again, your children, their friends are all going to take your lead. So we better snap into it because this is the reality of it. And again, what good does the negativity do for us except for make us ugly, ruins our day, and more stuff happens. Trust me, I just experienced it a little bit yesterday. I'm like, whoa, we are not going to start our morning this way.
So you're telling us that things happen to you as well?
Yes. Sometimes waking up on the wrong end of the bed and, again, one thing leads to another and it just constantly gets worse. And, it's funny because I was just telling the story yesterday. So I got up, the dog wanted to go out. I was up really late and I thought, come on, really? So she got off. By the time she got off, she ended up going potty in the house. I'm like, seriously, this is not good. And then I ended up stepping in it, not seeing it. And I'm like, son of a gun.
Never
like
a good way to start the day.
Right. So then my alarm's going off, waking the kids up so I could go work out. And it just spiraled one after another. And the angrier I got, I swear, the more bad things were happening. And I finally stepped back and said, you know what? We are going to have a cup of coffee. And I said an affirmation. I said 3 things that I was grateful for. And I just changed my tune. My headache that was starting to come on ended up leaving. I gave some extra love and snuggles to the dog and just ended up carrying on. So I have to be reminded of this as well. And it's something that sounds really maybe minute. But again, everything can spiral down. Just like this morning, my son didn't have his Chromebook in his backpack. He started stressing out because he did not know where his cord was. And he's like, I don't know. And he starts stressing out. So if I were to fall into that and be like, why didn't you put it away? I can't believe you didn't do this. This is responsibility. Then all hell would have broke loose this morning. And I said, honey, we can find it. Just calm down, go brush your teeth, and then we'll find it. So just divert from it for a moment. And you know what? We walked into his bedroom, boom, found it, put it in his backpack. And we just changed it immediately. And I think that we have to be very mindful because it is so easy to just go down the wrong path.
So I'm going to ask you, I know that I've been reading your book and you say there are some key words to help us get out of those moments. Give that information to our listeners and our viewers.
Always good to be reminded. And if you have a piece of paper, write it down. The first key is to really stop and observe and notice that your feelings, your emotion, your frustrations are getting out of control. And stop. And then all of a sudden, take a deep breath, cancel, clear, delete the negative thoughts. Again, cancel, clear, delete, cancel, clear, delete. And I know I've said this in other interviews, but you guys, I'm telling you, it is such a great reminder to catch yourself. So again, cancel, clear, delete, then say an affirmation or a mantra. They can be super easy to snap your mind from thinking of the negative. And it's every day in every way, I'm better, better, and better. Every day in every way, I'm better, better, and better. Every day in every way, I'm better, better, and better. And then the more you see it, the better you feel. And I think it's getting that type of mindset going. And of course, remind yourself of the things that you're grateful for. I'm not kidding. It can be your cup of coffee. It can be toothpaste, because who doesn't feel great after brushing their teeth? I mean, we have to be appreciative of the simple things around us, and it's not the big things. It's really getting a hold of yourself, regrouping, again, so take notice of what you're doing. Say your cancel, clear, delete, gets the negative thoughts out of your mind to stop what you were saying. And then the affirmation, because it allows you to have to focus on what you're saying and not focus on the negative thoughts that is just running through your head.
Stacie René joining us. She is a motivational strategy speaker and mindset life coach with us on the Oakland County MegaCast. Stacie, just a few more minutes with you today. Before we let you go, let's talk a little bit about this new career coaching program that you have initiated. Yes. Tell us about it. What does it entail? How do people maybe get involved, get some of your help with this program?
Well, with everything going on that is affecting so many of us on so many different levels, sometimes it's going to be great to check in. So I have partnered with Vanessa Denha-Garmo, and we have come up with a career reset with a positive mindset shift program. It is a beta. We're kind of collaborating and bringing our forces together, and it's a 6 weeks course. It will be on Fridays from 8:30 to 9:30, and it starts on October 2nd through November 6th. So there's no time like now time to really get in check. If you have employers out there, and see if your company will even pay for this, because you could, especially working so hard during the last couple of months, it's kind of nice to recheck yourself, get yourself aligned, focus. It will help you in your current job as well, to maybe even turn in better presentations, to know more about yourself and where you can excel, to talk to your boss and say, hey, I didn't realize this, but after taking this career reset with a positive mind shift series, I learned this and this and this, and I think that I can help in this part of the department. And it really will help grow your mind and just be a better part of yourself and your business. And here's the thing is, when you're happy, you're exuberant, and your work is happier and more productive. And so you can go to careermindset.rsvpify.com to sign up for the class. It's currently listed at $397, and we are only allowing 15 people to participate. And we also have a lot of great things that are going to be inside the program. And it's to stop seeing yourself in the past, see yourself in the present, to grow your future. What are your strengths and weaknesses? And some of us really think that we know, but until you dig deep, maybe you may not know that somebody may see you in a different light. For example, I didn't know that I really didn't take no for an answer until my friend says, you were really good. Like, you don't really take no for an answer. I said, I don't? She's like, no. And it's just something that I didn't really realize about myself. And there's a couple of other things with my personality trait, which will be also into the program, that we're going to get to the neuroscience of what's happening to, again, help your future, help your present, and get you back reset. And we all could use that. So again, take advantage of this, because this class is normally $697, and it's not going to be that price again. No desperation here. I just want people to really utilize, talk to your bosses, talk to your colleagues, see if, they will allow you to take advantage of this. And it's just 1 hour a week starting on Fridays. So you start your day at work a little bit later. So it's a great program. Thanks for asking.
You're listening to 89.3 WBLD Orchard Lake, 88.1 WBFH Bloomfield Hills. Stacie René with us here on the Oakland County MegaCast. Stacie, when I was driving in today, I heard a segment on the radio in which they were talking about so many workers being stressed and anxious as the pandemic continues to carry on, and even more so going back with so many kids having to remote learn as well. What advice do you have for managers out there or business owners? Could they participate in this as well?
Absolutely. It would be a huge benefit for them personally, but also for the company. And here's the thing. Companies really at this point, and I know that funds are limited, everyone got hit financially. There are some businesses that benefited, which is really great. But you also, the price of this and the benefit that they're going to be receiving in the end of the day and long term is going to help that employee who gave so much to them over the months. And now it's like, okay, you know what? Thank you for everything that you did. I'm going to invest back into you, because this will really help you personally and professionally. And I really hope that companies do take advantage of this opportunity to give back to their employees, to want something better for them. And, a career set with a positive mind shift will help them as a whole, as a circle, and personally, and again, professionally. So I hope that they take advantage of it.
Exactly. It's a good program. What advice do you give to people who maybe participate in these programs or read a self-help book and they're all motivated, but then their day goes on, life goes on, they get stuck, and they fall off the wagon? How do they get back on and stay on the path?
We all need reminders. I need reminders, and I keep little sticky notes maybe in my car. And again, we need to be reminded, and having something accountable, having like little clues. I do an exercise in one of my other keynote speaking that, if you take a balloon and you write down something negative that somebody has said to you that is really bothering you, and it just, every time you hear it, it just makes you cringe and it makes you crawl into your own skin. And I have them write that down on the balloon. And here's the thing is, when I ask them to say it out loud, they don't say it out loud. But when I ask them to say something positive that they feel about themselves, that somebody said about themselves, man, they are saying, I am awesome, or I can do anything. And they're exuberating with that positive, but yet they're not willing to say anything about their negative feeling or that negative word that triggers them. They don't say it, but yet, man, you internalize it and it takes you down. And your thoughts and belief system is what you're illuminating out to everybody else. So let's just pop the balloon. Every time that negative word even comes around, you just replace it with your positive word that makes you feel good from the inside out. So I'm able to offer key tips like that whenever you see a balloon, you're gonna be like, oh, positive word. And it's kind of a nice little tool that we're reprogramming our mindset. We're reprogramming our habits. And we need to be in tune with that a little bit more, or I'm telling you, your thoughts will take you down, because it's just the way that we're built, and we have to acknowledge and be aware of certain things. And let's just take it by the hands and take control.
Stacie René, always giving us great advice and lifting us up here on the Oakland County MegaCast. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule, and good luck with your career coaching program as well.
Thank you so much, and thanks for having me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and have it very successful.